The third team of divers was waiting at 492 feet down. They waited a long time but never saw either diver come back, limited by oxygen supply and strict safety protocols. They had no choice but to give up and start ascending slowly. On the way up, they ran into other team members and reported the strange situation through underwater writing boards. The bad news traveled up to the surface fast. The mission commander immediately threw out the original plan. He sent diver Steven down to figure out what was happening. Steven descended all the way down to 260 feet, found Don in that spot already half dead. With a shaking hand, Don wrote one cold line on the right: Dave is not coming back. Steven completely broke down the moment he read those words. He blew off decompression and shot straight up to deliver the news. He told everyone the heartbreak truth no one wanted to hear. Don reached the oxygen station at 151 feet and switched decompression tanks. But his physical condition kept getting worse by the minute. He could barely move a single muscle on his own anymore. He had to rely completely on his teammates for everything just to survive the rest of the long decompression process. After 11 brutal hours of agonizing decompression, his teammates finally dragged the half-dead Don out of the water and rushed him straight to the hospital for emergency treatment. He miraculously survived against all odds. But this severe case of decompression sickness left him with permanent lifelong health problems. Dave was never coming back. His body would stay in that 886-foot black abyss forever. Every single person at the cave opening was crushed by grief. They held a quiet memorial ceremony right there for Dave and forced themselves to accept the brutal reality of his death. The story exploded across the entire internet within days. A lot of people couldn't understand why he risked his life for a stranger, but everyone who actually knew Dave personally understood the truth. This was never reckless behavior. This was a promise and pure kindness. 3 days later, something shocking happened at sunrise. Divers went down to recover the rest of the leftover equipment. They spotted that strange guideline at the 164 foot. When they gently pulled on that rope to investigate it, two bodies pressed tightly together slowly floated to the surface. It was Dave and Dion. Dion's body was neatly packed inside that body bag, and Dave stayed by his side forever in death. Final footage from the helmet camera showed something powerful. Dave did thrash around wildly in his final months alive. There was just his slowing movements and calm flowing water and that headlight slowly fading into dark till everything dropped into absolute silence. He kept that solemn promise at the cost of his own life and finished a 10-year wait for one heartbroken man. This promise, paid for in blood, became a permanent scar on the entire diving community forever.